We came back to Washbrook with one goal: get Lottie ready for the Girls' Nationals this weekend. But after session 3, a coach stepped in. And by session 5, she was 9 seconds quicker. We were back at Washbrook, just 1 week after the last visit. And with Brookthorpe coming up, this wasn't just a casual day out. The job was simple.
It is a long walk, Charlotte, isn't it?
Get as much useful practice in as possible before the Girls' Nationals. Basically, less messing about, more sorting the important bits. First session out and she looked quite good. Plenty of effort, decent rhythm. And she settled in pretty quickly. But you could tell there was still some time being left in the corners.
Record me to the tabletop. Tell me to got the gears now.
More confidence, more useful laps. But it still felt like there was another level there. You know when it looks good, but you can tell there's more in it? That. By session 3, she was properly into the day. The speed was there. The effort was there. But the corners still look like the biggest place to gain time. And then this happened.
Got get on that peg, those pegs just a tiny bit more, and these elbows up. All right. So into the corner, just stand up a little bit more. Don't sit down here and roll to the corner. Yeah. When the corner starts to turn, that's where you sit down. All right. Stand up on your pegs. I've got the bike. Right, stand up in the attack position. A little bit bent arms up, chin up, chin up. Brilliant. Right, so you don't have to stand up like really high up. So what happens when you're going, hold up, squeeze up front brake for me, because we're going to shake the bike. When you're coming to a corner, when it gets really, it gets really bumpy, so sit down. It gets really bumpy, and look, yeah, it's like that, and you now stand up. Does that feel more comfortable? Right, now drop into the corner, sit down and like, excellent, back up again. All right, so this time, sit down. All right, sit back a bit, sit back. Right, that's how you come into a corner now. All right, so what that's done is made this front wheel really light, and it struggles to turn, certainly when it starts getting dry out there. Just keep going straight a little bit, yeah? You find that? That's because your bum is too far back. You're doing brilliantly. I'm not knocking you. You're doing brilliantly. This will make you even better. Those lap times will just go skyrocket. Even that one will keep up. Right? Is you itch your bum a little further forward. This way. Then you put your leg out. Right? So you're doing almost 3 sort of movements. So now stand up. Right? When I say now, I want you to drop into the corner. So if we're going to go this way, so as you come in, put more weight on this peg. So stand on one leg, on that leg. Excellent, right? But just hover it over that peg. You're a good learner, right? So now, when you're coming into it, now drop in. Now, excellent. Now, one movement. Yeah. Up. If there's 10 corners, yeah, 10, and you do it your old way, where you go in, and you slide forward, put your foot out, and you're moving 3 times, that's 30 times movements you've made. If you do it in one movement like you've just done, it's 10 movements. Energy. Don't get so tired. Go faster. Yeah? So head up. Rocking. Now. Love it. Okay? Right here. Get that weight on it. Yeah? What it does, it puts weight onto the front wheel, makes it grip. So next time, don't just go round and round and round and round. You'll go slower to go faster. You get that technique of coming into the corner, standing up when it gets bumpy, bump, 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 bump. So what do? Yeah, how much easier it is. Look how yours head's straight. Cool?
Yeah.
That's enough for today. And we go on to the next one. All right? Well done, dude. Do that.
So is that your new favourite snack? Mini rolls. What flavour? Are they just the normal jam ones? Have you nearly eaten that whole pack of 10? You're a monster. How are you feeling? Are you tired? Are you...
I'm starting to get tired.
Dad, did you fancy a mini roll?
I'd like one. I'm guessing they're probably all gone now, aren't they? Yeah, I think so.
And what Anthony said really made a difference. He wasn't just saying go faster and leaving her to figure it out. He actually broke down what she needed to change. Once she had something clear to focus on, it all started to make much more sense. It's kind of funny how proper coaching works better than me standing there thinking I'm helping. So the next question was, could she actually take that advice on board? You know, once the helmet went back on. And fair play to her. You could see pretty quickly she was trying to apply it all. Well, there's another session done, and tell you what, she reckoned she was tired before that one. She didn't look it. She's really taken on board what one of the coaches has said from the Peterborough club. She's really learning that cornering technique, nailing it. Everything's coming into place. By session 5, it was all starting to come together. The entries look more settled. The exits look cleaner. And once a few little things improve together, the stopwatch usually starts being a little bit more friendly. And by this point, it had gone from a solid practice day to an actual proper test of whether all that coaching was actually going to pay off. And there it was. 2 minutes dead. Fastest lap she's ever done at Washbrook, and 9 seconds quicker than her previous best. Then you practice your weight distribution, opening the throttle up more.
You ride like that next week.
9 seconds quicker. I mean, your dad said last week that's the quickest he's ever seen you go around there, and you've just no, this is the quickest. You were 9 seconds quicker today than last week. We already posted the quickest lap on its own earlier in the week, but this is the bit that matters more. The time just didn't appear out of nowhere, it came from something specific, and that's exactly what you want. The week before Girls' Nationals. Not hype or magic, just real progress, which in motocross is about as valuable as it gets.
Last week I went the quickest round here I have ever have, but today I went 9 seconds quicker, and I'm proud how I rode today. I would like to thank Anthony from the Peterborough Club for all the help and advice he gave me.
Next stop is Brookthorpe for round 1 of the Girls' Nationals.
Please like and subscribe and follow my journey and see how I get on next weekend. 179 MX, I'm ready.
So next week,
What are you looking forward to the most? Racing or spending the weekend with your favourite uncle?
Racing.
Racing. I thought so.
When I like it.